Congratulations, your house is on the market.
Yay! Okay, so this is a follow-up to a previous video that we did about prepping your home to sell. And now we're going to talk about the sales process. So step number 1 is you've listed your home. It's ready for people to come see. Next step we move into is step number 2, marketing.
All right, so marketing, this is so important. I know we talked about it a bit in the last video. You want to make sure that your house is ready to be seen. So the potential buyers have already seen your home online, and it is time for them to either schedule an appointment or for you to have open houses. Please know for the appointments, sellers are not typically home. So do your best to be out of the home. We want the buyers to feel as comfortable as possible while touring your home so they can envision what it's like for them to live there.
Yeah.
So there's going to be showings happening, possibly some open houses. There's going to be marketing online. Our goal is to get your home in front of as many qualified eyeballs as physically possible.
We're blasting that thing out, making sure everybody sees it. So the next step after all those people come through, we're hoping they write offers. You get a set of offers and we're gonna review those. Let's say you get more than one offer on the house. What we will then do is break down each of those for you and let you know what the terms of those contracts are. So what's the price they're offering? How long are they planning to be in escrow? What are their contingency period? What's their down payment? How much are they putting as a deposit? So we're gonna go through all of those things and then subtract what your expenses are if you're covering a warranty or what your escrow expenses are, and then let you know what the net profit is for each of those offers, and then you get to make that decision on which offer to move forward with. Sometimes the highest price is not the best offer. And that's part of our responsibility, is explaining to you the pros and cons of each offer and how it best fits your needs in this sale process.
Right. So remember in the last video, we talked about your purpose, your why, what we're doing and why we're doing it. So we keep that in mind. However, we still bring you all of the information.
Yeah.
We do not filter this for you. We just make it where it's really easy for you to see. So we have a matrix is what we call it. And we literally list all of the offers with all of the details so you can see, compare them side by side, making all of the details in bite-sized chunks. And then with that information, based off of conversations with you, the seller, we will then negotiate the contract with the buyers on your behalf.
Yep. Step number 4, negotiate.
If you get a unicorn offer and it is just beautifully written, you don't always have to negotiate the offer. You can accept it. But in the event there's something in the timeline, the terms, whatever it is, and it needs to be negotiated, you're like, not willing to do that. Then what we could do is send out either a counter offer or a multiple counter offer, depending on how many offers were received.
Moving on to step number 5 is we've either gone through counter offers or just reviewed what we have, and we have come to an agreement. So we are accepting the contract and accepting the terms. This starts your escrow period, which is the time frame between when you accept an offer and when we close on the house. And this is where everything is gonna happen at that point. So basically we move into step 6, which is the buyer due diligence.
So the sellers have front loaded a lot of this. So it's the buyer's job to have any and all inspections. Please note, they can inspect in the state of California, 50 feet up in the air through the house, 50 feet below. So they might be doing sewer inspections, roof inspections, home inspections. I mean, the list goes on and on. Different parts of California do things different. Where we are, typically the buyers pay for their inspections. I know in parts of the Bay Area and Southern California, that's not always the case. Here, where we are, buyers are paying for it, so sellers, let them do their inspections. Also, they're going to be going over any and all paperwork that the sellers provided to them. So listen here, this is not a game of hide and go seek. We know what's wrong with the house, but we want to see if you find it. Don't do that. That is like a lawsuit waiting to happen. So you're going to have forms, and a lot of them, where you have to disclose everything that you have knowledge about of that property. So you're going to go through the questionnaires with your realtor. They're going to help you fill them out, and you're going to disclose everything. And then this is part of the buyer's due diligence, where they get to go through that and make sure they learn everything that they can about the home prior to removing that buyer due diligence or inspection contingency.
Yes, and when Nicole says that we're going to help you go through the form, we cannot fill it out for you. Yeah. We're going to walk you through it and make sure you understand what it's asking you, and you have to disclose any knowledge that you have. And I think one thing that I've learned over the years is like, I don't know is not a catch-all to put in there. No. So just because you say, I don't know, if for some reason, somehow, some way, the buyer ever finds out that you had knowledge of some kind of issue in the house, let's say plumbing leak or something like that, and on your disclosure you put I don't know, and then down the road they find this plumbing issue and they found out that you knew, they can legally sue you for knowledge and not disclosing that, and then you're still on the hook for getting it fixed. So if you disclose it up front, they're aware, they can make a decision if they want to move forward, and then everybody's happy.
During the buyer's due diligence time period, they get to learn all about the house. There's also going to be an appraisal that happens to make sure that the home is being sold for the price that its value. So, their
current market value.
Yeah, the buyers aren't spending $1 million on a house that's only worth $500,000. So it's fair. But just know the negotiations don't stop once the offer is accepted. At this time, the buyers can come ask for a request for repairs if they come across anything that needs to be repaired that was damaged. There's different avenues that can happen, but just know, did I say something funny?
No.
Oh. Just know that the negotiations don't stop at the accepted offer.
Yeah. And then the final step is once we've been through that due diligence period, everybody's happy, contingencies are removed, then we sign our final escrow documents where we are moving the house from your name as seller to the buyer's name. Once everything is signed, then the money from the lender, if the buyer is using a lender, will come into the escrow account. They'll then send out that information for the new deed to be recorded. And once we have confirmation that the new deed is recorded, then the house is officially closed. As the seller, you may not get your money immediately. I would say it takes 1 to 5 business days. So let's say you closed on a Friday at 4 o'clock. Probably not going to get your money till Monday because it has to go through the bank. Banks are closed on the weekend. Wires happen on East Coast time. We're in California. So just kind of be aware of that. It's coming to you. Don't worry. But it may not be the second you get the email or the phone call that says, all right, the house is officially sold. So yeah, that is the sales process. After you've prepped your home, watch that video if you didn't get a chance to see it. This is the sales process from once we list your home to when it sells. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to drop us a comment.
Yeah, and I want to invite you. I know we post a lot of these videos, but I really want to invite you to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Call us, text us, email us. Don't be afraid to come with questions. Our goal here is really to educate you on the process and to see if buying or selling is right for you.
All of our contact information is in the description below. So take a look, reach out. Our social media handles are there as well. So thanks.